Hi everyone, so it's been a while I didn't practice my English, so in this video I'm gonna show you how am I learning my English. So if you are a beginner and want to learn English, we are in the same journey. Maybe you can watch my whole video how am I learning my English that you can learn together, and I'm gonna show you how I add my vocabulary. Let's just get started. So it started in the morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock because heavy raining. So I'm not used to wake up early person. But because the rain, heavy rain, I woke up. So this happened in the morning, flooding. Have you ever felt experience about flooding around your home or maybe just around my place? So after I'm not morning person, so because of the rain, I woke up. I'm scared, so I went outside to check what's the situation. So that's happened in the morning. Here I make a drink from the turmeric and the ginger. I put that together and I add hot water so that I can drink and make my body a bit warm at that time because a bit cold, raining all night. So next, I study a little bit about a lesson from YouTube English, of course, and I writing some lesson and add on my note. I'm gonna explain what I've learned right now. I was about learning the vocabulary had better to increasing um speaking skill. What actually the meaning of had better is? It means we should do something. If you don't do this thing, something the problem might maybe happen or dangers in the future. Okay, so when we gonna using had better, we using only for when we are talking about right now, the situation happen right now or in the future. For example, your sickness is getting worse. We had better go to the doctor. Otherwise, otherwise something problem might be happen to your body. So we had better go to the doctor. We use had better to say this is the good thing to do now. And we use should to say this is the good thing to do in general. For example, it's going to rain soon. We had better bring our umbrella. Another example, when it's rain, you should always take an umbrella. It's a good thing to do in general. So can you see the difference between had better and when you're gonna use um should? I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, in this clip, my auntie is trying to slicing taro leaves. Do you know taro leaves? Into thin pieces. She's preparing them as food for her catfish. It's simple moment, but somehow it feels calm to watch. In the next video, I am fishing with my cousin and two kids from the neighborhood. So inside the pond there are catfish and some small fish like tilapia, if you know that. So I try fishing too, but I don't catch anything. Meanwhile, the boy next to me, the one wearing a black shirt, keeps catching fish again and again. Maybe I don't really know how to fish, but honestly, it was fun being there, makes me feel like a kid again. Fishing with kids, loving and enjoying a simple moment like this. That's pretty enjoyable. This time we are riding back home with my cousin by bicycle, and that's happened. My cousin holding my phone. The camera move not really stable. Next to our house is that there is some Moscow and the kids are playing outside because yeah it's. And this time I'm trying to tune my guitar because the sound doesn't feel right. I don't really know how to tune a guitar properly, so I use Google to help me. According to Google, the tuning is okay, but on the guitar itself, it still doesn't sound perfect. It's not great, but it's good enough. So I decided to play and sing one song anyway, and somehow it works. Yeah, it's not perfect, but okay. Yeah, you can see. Sounds like that. Yep, I don't really know how to play guitar. I'm still learning and I don't always get things right, but I'm okay with that. Progress doesn't have to be perfect. Some things, I guess, with English, um, we have to using the language, not always by theory, but by using the language by practicing. Same thing to guitar. Keep practicing, and you're gonna get there. Then after that, I'm trying to studying again, and I'm looking for the meaning of some words on my books on my book that I don't understand. I'm using my dictionary, and also I using Oxford dictionary on my phone. I'll put the link on the description. So I'm not translating on my native language because it's gonna to take time. It's a good thing I also gonna train my mind to think in English, not on my native language, but in English. I want to read again this book. I've been reading, but there are some vocabularies I don't understand the meaning of the words. So let's just explain again and read after I look for the meaning. Maybe it could be more express and understanding what they trying to talk about. So the chapter one, never win an argument. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. He bellowed. Bellowed. What the meaning of bellowed? Bellowed mean here it's out in the deep loud voice. So the sounds may be like this. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. I don't know. I think it's close. In all honestly, it was a compliment. He could have thrown me pretty far. Could have. Could he can be thrown me pretty far. When I read my book, I first look at the vocabulary I don't understand. After that, I read the text again. Then I start to realize the meaning from one sentence to another. I learned that English can't always be translated word by word. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, especially when the sentence use it idioms. When I translate it word by word, it feels confusing, but when I understand the meaning as a whole, everything becomes clear. Okay, can lose it. Can lose it. In your hands. Because a worker, something like um, I forgot how to say it. Kapalan. It's like rough hand because of hard working. So yeah, it's not rough skin. Um, Generous close hands left and it print great effect. So it be unforgotten because the effect of the hands. So unforgotten. Unforgotten what? Unforgotten because of the generous clauses unforgotten. Extremely, on mine like a scene from Tom and Jerry cartoon. I've never been around someone so physically intimating. The case involved being part of something or connect. Involved, and I was representing a bystander who had gotten caught up in this couple supplements same like fight, scenario of fight. As part of the case, I needed to depose Bobby Lapre. Deposition to remove from power Bobby Lapre, a witness to the events, person who sees something. In the deposition, I got the chance to ask people a question under oath, which means something is true or formal promise to something, from something to do something. Typically, to learn what they do before they testify a trial. Work-wise, around the antique conference room table, said the court is in the middle. Reporter writing everything down to the opposing attorney and me. After asking Bobby to raise his right hand and placing him under oath, the reporter gave her customary. It's synonym with usual nod. Isn't nod customary? So nod or nod. Nod. When you move your hat upside down, just like this. It means it's called nod. Nod for me to begin. Okay.
I asked Google a very routine question about his background, and my happy led up to fight. They were easy, open-ended question. What time did you arrive? Who did you talk first? Did you see so and so, or do this and that? It's common to use such questions to build a chronology of the events from a witness' particular point of view. At all times, I made sure I was kind and polite 99% because that's my personality, and 10% out of sheer self-preservation. He was not someone I wanted upset. But no matter how many softball questions, softball means here easy to softball is not a kind of hard question to answer. Easy. Softball question I asked Google was becoming increasingly agitated. Agitated means showing in a your behavior that anxious and nervous, increasingly agitated, becoming more anxious and nervous. Yeah, it's like nervous. I had seen it enough times in my experience to know his eyebrows began furrowing. Furrowing means when you do like this. Furrowing is called furrowing. Okay, with each answer, a sign of negative emotion. His breathing got heavier as he switched from exhaling through his nose to exhaling through his mouth. So, yeah, a sign of increased stress. He started wringing his massive mean very large or heavy. He started ringing. Ringing is something like squeeze, and you put your hands like this. Squeeze. You make your hand like this and squeeze. If you want to squeeze, you something like this. Ringing. He started ringing his massive hands together as he spoke. Okay, the sign of anxiety. It didn't matter what I did. It seems as if just my existence in the room offended him. Feeling upset because something said or done offended him. Okay? I could sense the tension around the table heightening, become more intense, heightening displease. Displease seems like I'm not happy. Displease will be like look. Like I was blowing up a balloon and it was about to boom, like going to attack you. Something. I asked him, Mr. Lapre, would you like a break? The room went silent. No, would Lapre said, clearing his throat. But I got something to say. His words rang out. His words rang out louder than necessary, so much so that the court reporter jumped. Okay, I quickly glance. Glance is like to look quickly when someone's calling your name. You just suddenly look quickly. Okay, so it's called glance. That's right. Glanced at the other attorney, who couldn't have been younger than 65. So he's 65 or above. He looked more nervous than I was. When we looked eyes, he gave me a wide-eyed look and slowly shook his head. Shook his head. Is this shook his head? It's like this. Shook his head as if to say, if this goes south, you are on your own. I turned back to look at my witness. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I inquired. Inquired meant to ask somebody for some information. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to took a big break. Yes. You can cut. You can stop all this belly stuff. All this belly stuff means act all friendly. Stop this act friendly with me, my dad. Okay. Except he didn't say stuff. You lawyer are the worst thing to have a generic question. All you do is lie. He slammed his hand on the table, then drew up upward. Okay, lifted it up with pointed finger at me, saying, "So go on and ask me your stupid questions. Just know I don't trust your spies can throw you. I'm telling you, lawyers are the worst things to happen to this country." He repeated. The court below reporter gave an anxious look, feeling worried. The moment a hundred thoughts raged through my mind. First, I'm well accustomed, synonym by used to. So first, I'm well used to this derogatory, insulting stereotype attorney, especially personal injury attorney.
And also, I try to practice it right away. For example, I learned that furrowing means when our eyebrows come together, like when we are confused or thinking deeply. And that's pretty cool. And one thing I like about learning English through reading is that I can take it slow. I can read the same part again and again because this is a physical book. I don't feel rushed. I can pause, think, and really understand what I'm reading. I underline words and write notes on the parts I don't understand. It's a slower process. So if this video feels relates to you, feel free to leave comment or share your thoughts. I love to learn from you too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.